Hey everyone, welcome to WittCode. In this video, I'm going to show you how to handle the node modules folder inside a Docker container, and including how to fix any errors associated with operating system specific packages. So say for example, we have this package here called bcrypt, and what it does is it behaves differently depending on the operating system it was installed on. And of course, because usually people develop on say a Mac OS or Windows and not always the same operating system as the Docker container that they're using, this can cause issues. So say for example, we're running this program, running our container here, everything's working fine. Say we just log out, I don't know, just some more strings. So we say hi, hello, yes. But now let's say we are importing bcrypt and we get an error like this. So there's nothing wrong with the way that we installed bcrypt. The issue comes from the fact that bcrypt was installed on a Mac OS, and then the node modules were imported into our Docker container, which uses Linux. And what I'm going to do in this video is show you how to fix this and also how to set it up and just go over what's exactly happening. But so before we begin, let's talk about what the node, just to have a quick overview of what the node modules folder is. So the node modules folder is what Node uses to keep track of packages that have been installed locally. When packages are installed locally from npm, they are copied into the node modules folder. Node then looks inside the node modules folder for a specific package when it is required. However, the node modules folder can be problematic for Docker if it contains packages with binaries specific to certain operating systems. In other words, certain packages will install different files depending on the operating system of the computer, which is what we saw here. Say bcrypt, it'll install different things depending on if you install it on a Mac OS operating system or a Linux operating system or Windows. And so of course, if you're developing an application with Docker, this can cause issues as the Docker container doesn't always use the same operating system as the host computer. So now let's demonstrate this node modules error. And to do this, we're going to use the library bcrypt, which is an npm package to help hash password. This package will install different binaries depending on the operating system it is installed on. And so for me, I'm running Mac OS here, and then I'm going to be using a Linux operating system in a Docker container. But so to do this, so we have just an empty directory here. Let's first just initialize this as an npm project with npm init es6-y. Then let's install bcrypt, and we're also going to install nodemon as a development dependency. And now let's just create a source folder to hold our code, create an index.js file inside there. And now let's just create inside our package.json file a simple start script. And all this is going to do is just start the program with nodemon. So we do nodemon, source, and index.js. So if this ran by itself, say we just say console.log hi, we run npm start, we get hi, sweet, so it's working. But now let's convert this to a Docker image. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to use a Docker file. So at the top level of the project, create a file called Docker file, and we'll use this to build a node image. And I'm just going to paste some code actually. So I'm just going to paste in this here. And so what this does is it sets up a node version 20 image that uses Alpine, which we can see right here. We set a node environment variable to development. We specify the working directory as app, which means when we copy over our package.json, package.lock.json, it'll all be placed inside a folder or directory called app and within the container. Then we're going to install what is in this package.json, or install the packages listed inside package.json, which will be bcrypt and nodemon. And then we just run npm start, which will start the program. But to build this image using this Docker file, we're going to use the docker build command, which of course is used to build an image. So this is saying, maybe we'll zoom in one more. This is saying build a node image using the Docker file, this one right here, and call it my node image with the tag 0.0.1. And I'm actually going to change this to 0.0.2 because I already have that image on my computer. But so just press enter, and we're going to build this image. And once this image has been built, which it has done now we can create a container from this image. And we're going to do that with the docker run command. So we have build to build the image, and then we create a container from the image using run. And we're going to use, what we're going to do is we set up an interactive terminal so that we can still work with the terminal here when the Docker container is up and running. We're going to call it mynodec. And a very important part of this command is this flag here, -v, which is setting up a volume. Specifically, this is telling Docker to establish a volume between our local machine application code and the container. And what this does is it gives us live code updates inside the container, which is necessary for program development. However, an issue that this causes is that it overwrites the node modules folder in the Alpine Linux container, or in our Docker container, with our local machine's node modules. So we copy over a package.json file here, and we run npm install, and this is fine because it installs everything relative to the operating system that the Docker container is using. However, this volume that we specify here is basically saying all this code here overwrite the code inside our app directory, which is where we've copied everything into. So this includes the node modules. And because our node modules here are relative to our Mac OS, it will have some Mac specific binaries in our Docker container. So this here is what causes a big issue, is this volume. And then once again, we're just creating a container from our image, which is 0.0.2. Let's just run this. And I already have a container with that name. So let's call it mynodec2. And so we have hi listed right here. So this is coming from inside our Docker container. But let's see what happens now if we import bcrypt. So say we import bcrypt from bcrypt like this. We get a node, or the program crashes. And we get this error here, process dl open, which essentially just where this is coming from is the fact that we have a bcrypt that's specific to Mac OS being used inside our Linux container. So if we're not importing this, of course, everything will work fine. We can see some live code updates because of this volume. So say hello, hi, then hello. So we can see this is all working. But now let's talk about how to actually handle this error. And so there are a few ways to fix this. However, one common way is to map the node modules folder to either a named volume or an anonymous volume. And this is so that Docker can handle the node modules itself and prevent it from being written or being overwritten. So essentially what this means, let's exit out of here, is instead of just overriding everything here or establishing a volume with all our stuff here, we do this, but we map a specific one for our node modules. So we'll have two volumes. We'll have one for the entire application, and then we'll set up another one, so another -v to add another volume. And let's do a named Docker volume, so we'll call it mynode-modules, let's call it mynode-modules2, and we're gonna map this to the app node modules folder. So we establish a volume with everything in our application, but then we set up another one specifically to let Docker handle these node modules. So after running this, I think I might actually get an error because it's already in use. So what we're gonna do is let's do stop this container, stop mynodec2, and then let's remove it. And now let's set up this new command. So we have both our volumes here. And just in case, actually, if I'm covering this line here on my screen, but so now we can see that the program, well, actually let's uncomment this, but now we're not getting any errors because we are having Docker, we're not copying over or overwriting our Docker container node modules with our host node modules. Instead, because of this volume here, Docker is handling this for us. So in other words, now both the host and Docker container have their own OS-specific binaries, or operating-specific binaries, as the node modules from our Mac OS system are no longer overriding the ones in the container. However, something to note is because we no longer map our node modules host folder to the one in Docker, we'll need to run npm install both inside the container and outside. So for example, say we wanted to install another package, say, let's open up another terminal here, and we're inside our program, and say now we want to install, let's just say Webpack. So we want to install Webpack. If we look inside our package.json, we can see it's in here. And now if we go inside our Docker container, so mynodec2 sh, we're inside the app. If we cat list out what's inside our package.json, we can see we have Webpack in here, but because our node modules aren't synced up anymore, we will have to actually install this inside Docker as well. So say we import Webpack in here, we'll get a module not found. So we do Webpack from Webpack, we'll say module not found. So what we have to do is essentially just run npm install from within our Docker container when we want to use a new package. So it could just be done with this command here. So we have docker exec mynodec, but actually in this case it's mynodec2. And what this is saying is execute npm I inside our container mynodec2. So if we run this, we can see it's been installed, and now we don't have that error anymore. So let's just console out the Webpack module just to be be sure, get rid of this. And if we cancel out, we can see we get all our Webpack stuff. But so this is my video on how to work with node modules and Docker. There are a few other ways to handle the node modules folder besides the one I showed here. But for me personally, this is my favorite one and just the one I'm accustomed to using. But I want to thank you for watching the video, liking and subscribing. And if you want to support me, please consider downloading my Chrome extension called WittCode from the Chrome extension store. The link is in the description. But besides that, have a good one.